Hey, hello everybody, welcome back. How y'all doing? I hope you guys are okay. But today's video, we're gonna be taking a look at a comparison between two named ARs in the game that are very strong, and we're gonna see which one is actually better in which way, right? Now, the reason I'm doing this video is because since episode 3 dropped, the Savage Wolverine has been like the hot topic, right? And because of that, some people in the comments asked me if the Pyromaniac still the best option in my latest video of my PvE build of the Pyromaniac. And on that build, people love it though. By the way, thank you so much for the support on that video. We have over 30,000 views on it and it's doing great. But on that build, right, people are asking me if I should still go with the Pyromaniac or if the Savage Wolverine is a good substitution for it. And I'm gonna try to answer all of that question and also show you guys some numbers that you guys can decide and show you guys which is the best name they are as of right now, and in my opinion my favorite AR, right? So Savage Wolverine is great. Now that talent that makes it special is gonna be close and personal, but the perfect version of it. Now the perfect version of it, instead of 7 meters, it will give you 10 meters to work with it, right? So killing a target within 10 meters grants a plus 50% weapon damage for 10 seconds. So that's the perfect talent of the Savage Wolverine. So the Pyromaniac, if you guys don't know, it has the perfect ignited. Deal plus 40% weapon damage to burning enemies, and after 2 kills applies burning to the next enemy you hit. On paper, this one seems less, right? Plus 40% weapon damage. And Savage Wolverine with the perfect close and personal is plus 50% weapon damage. You will see some stuff in here that you're not expecting. Now let's compare the two guns, right? So on this build that I'm wearing right now, I do not have that build yet. The build of the Pyromaniac, I do not have it on yet because I want to show you that last. Right now on this build that I have on, if I go on options and show base damage right here, toggle that on. Now for my Pyromaniac and my Savage Wolverine, I have both really high base damage. On this build I have a 20k damage per bullet on the Pyromaniac, and I have a 21.1k damage per bullet on the Savage Wolverine, and the RPM on the Pyromaniac is higher, it's 935 with Allegro on it. And then same for the Savage Wolverine, we have 869 on the RPM with Allegro on it. So they both have Allegro with that perfect talent. Now let's go check some numbers, right? Alright, just for the purpose of the comparison for this video, we're gonna go do Grand Washington, just the first part. We're gonna put it on challenging, and I'm gonna do this one because there is some NPCs that will spawn right here, and we can always respawn, right? So we're gonna go first with the Savage Wolverine, right? So Savage Wolverine without proccing, that's without proccing, we have 27k damage, white damage on the body shot. Now after we proccing it, right, see 27, we proc that damage. Let's try it now. We have 35,681, that's on the body shots. And also because that damage only stays for 10 seconds, so it goes away. Now we don't have it again, we'll go down to 27, right? Now if I switch to my Pyromaniac, right, we have on the body shots 25,756, that's on the wide number. So now after we apply the burn, let's see how much damage we do. With the burn we have 36,059. So right now, as you see, those numbers don't seem right, because before activating that talent, right, before activating perfectly closed, the Savage Wolverine have more damage compared to the Pyromaniac. Before we activating perfectly closed and personal, we have 27k on the body shots, right? And then after we activating perfectly closed and personal, we get 35k, right, on the body shots, and that's like a 50% weapon damage increase, so from 27 to 35k. Now on the Pyromaniac, right, it's only plus 40% weapon damage, but it's going from 25k to 36k, right? That's on the burning enemies after that talent is activated, right? So in my guess, because I'm not sure, and I'm gonna ask you guys to let me know in the comment section below if you know this, but in my guess, I think the perfect ignited, it's applying multiplicative damage, and the perfect close and personal is applying additive damage. So that's why the damage on the perfectly close and personal, it's less when it activates compared to perfectly ignited, right? Now with all that said, right, let's switch the build. Let's put the builds that people asked me, and this is the build. It's on my channel. By the way, I just switched. I put the firewall specialization in here instead of the gunner, but this is the same build as the one that I showed you guys on that video. This is the build that people have been asking me if they should switch the Pyromaniac to the Savage Wolverine. All right, so let's check that out, right? We're gonna put the Savage Wolverine on it, and then we have the Pyromaniac with those mods. We have the Savage Wolverine with the same mods, right? And let's try this out. Alright, we're gonna put the mission on challenge again, and let's reset this and try this again. We're gonna go first with the Savage Wolverine. So let's try this out. Let's see some numbers, right? So we're getting close, and for the body shot we have those 27Ks, right? We activate the close and personal, right? So now we get what? 36k on the body shots. That's for the Savage Wolverine, and on this build we did not activate the talent Wicked, which is a great talent, and we did not activate the Spark, which we have to equip a Merciless if we have to, right? So if we equip the Merciless, we cannot equip the Chatterbox for that extra RPM, right, for 5 seconds. So we're losing a lot more in there. Now let's try this again. Let's reset it and go with the Pyromaniac, check some numbers. So we switch this again. We go with the Pyromaniac on the build that I showed you guys, and let's track these numbers. We can also stay back here because we don't have to stay close, right? So we have 26k damage, right? We're gonna kill it. We have that burning now. So now let's see. We are doing 43k damage on this build after we activate perfect ignited. That's a big difference from 35k to 43k, and we can activate that all the time, right? Because we're gonna be activating both talents once that perfect ignited activates. So basically we're activating 3 talents, right? 3 talents with 1 gun. And we can also just go with Chatterbox instead of Merciless because we have something to activate our talent on the backpack. We have talent to activate the Spark, so we don't need Merciless, so we can put the Chatterbox for some extra RPM. And not only that, right, speaking of all of that, the Savage Wolverine, right, is a great gun, but it's very situational. My point is, the Savage Wolverine is a great gun, but in my case, in my experience, in my test and everything, the Pyromaniac is still a beast. They're both high damage, and I showed you guys the numbers, and that's why I wanted to make this video, because I know there's a lot of hype going on right now with the Savage Wolverine. Now granted, the Savage Wolverine will be easier for you to get compared to the Pyromaniac, because Pyromaniac you have to get it as a drop or buy it or something else, right? But the Savage Wolverine, you just gotta do those field research lab and you get the blueprint. You can craft as many as you want. So that's the good thing about Savage Wolverine. So I'm still going with my Pyromaniac for the best AR on PvE. And yeah, that's the video on it. And yeah guys, that's basically my opinion. Let me know what you guys think though. What's your opinion? Let me know, but explain why, because I just showed you guys numbers. I showed you guys what I have, and I can show you guys all the builds that you guys want. It's gonna be the same thing. So this is my build that I have for the Armor Thief. That's the NPC Bloodsucker, and this one is with the Pyromaniac. I have my one down here, which is the tanky PvE. I did a legendary with this on stream. All of them I switched between them. This is the one that I had first when I showed you guys the numbers. So all of them, the Pyromaniac, it's just a better choice overall. I'm not telling you guys to give up on the Savage Wolverine. I'm just answering a question that you guys asked me. So if you like the video, please hit me with a like, that helps me a lot. If you're new to the channel and you want to catch more Division 2 videos and the new expansion that's coming up, which I'm very, very excited for, you can hit that subscribe and that bell notification. You can catch me on more videos, right? And thank you guys for watching. I appreciate the support, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.